Alright, and as our final gun we were shooting today, I brought back out the Beretta ARX100. Now this is the first video we have done on this, but we tried twice before. The first time we were shooting it, and then we got rained out. We were able to put a couple of boxes through it. The second time we put several boxes through it, but it was really cold out, and we just didn't. It was cold. So this is a nice day. We just came out and put over 100 rounds to it, 120, 150. It's nice and warm. Yeah, this has worked its way into the rotation several times now and probably will continue. As most of you know, the ARX100 is the semi-automatic version of the ARX160, which is the current issue rifle in the Italian military. Like most assault rifles today, it fires 5.56 NATO 223. Has a 1-in-7 twist or 1-in-9. I can't read it up there, so you can look it up online. 16-inch barrel. You know, most standard features. It is mostly polymer, except for the barrel and the bolt group and the top rail here and the side rails. The mag it comes with is steel, nice mag. So yeah, starting at this end, we've got a standard and very hot right now A2 flash hider that screws on. A 16-inch barrel, which I really like for the quick detach system it has. If you think of a Glock pistol, it has levers just like a Glock. You just press down, squeeze down on both sides, pull your barrel out. That's it. It is one of the best quick change barrels I've seen. They even put a QD snap on the sling so you don't have to take your sling off to pull your barrel out, which is just great. I really hope they come out with different caliber barrels and different size or length barrels. This would be a really neat SBR gun. Anyway, you've got that. Moving back, we've got an adjustable gas system. It's AR180 style with a piston. Or AR18 I should say is the full auto version. AR180 is the semi. It has a removable side rails, one on each side as you can see. It has a small front rail, just enough room for a small laser or foregrip as you see on mine. This handpiece actually is removable, and there's a rail underneath it meant for the current issue grenade launcher. They said they're going to come out with a rail section to go on it, but I think the grip is fine the way it is. Of course, this is ventilated here, polymer chassis. Moving on back, we've got ambidextrous sling mounts here as well. Oh, by the way, this one up here rotates around. You can move it to either side of the barrel. As has been publicized, this charging handle is reversible. You can pull it back and flip it over to the other side and use it left side or right. The mag release here is ambidextrous. The mag release here. The bolt release here is ambidextrous. Ambidextrous safety. Let's see what else. Ambidextrous brass deflectors, one on each side. Got another one here. It has a very, conventional stock by today's standards, much like the stock on the FN SCAR. It folds to the right, locks in very securely, there we go, and then kind of pull it down and off. Locks on nice and tight, very little play up here. It's adjustable. I believe it's 4 or 3 positions. It's not terribly long when it's fully out, and it's definitely short one in, but I guess that's a body armor thing. Flip this around for my arm there. Has an AR-15 style pistol grip, which is integrated into this lower housing here, which does come off. And it takes the mag well with it, so that we could change different mag wells. So it has a lot of the features you would come to expect out of a modern gun. It also comes from the factory with these large but usable backup sights, which just fold down and then they come up with the press of a button here. So they also slide off with the bullet tip if they quick detach from the whole rail. It comes with this 2-point sling, which is adjustable and has QD buckles on each end. Comes with a steel Italian magazine, and it comes with a Beretta marked soft case, which is nice. It's not the best case in the world, but it's not a bad case at all. You know, for what you get, at least it comes with a few different things. This is just a cheap red green dot that we had. Just threw it on for taking it out today. But down. That's what we got here. Now, when these came out, I was just, you know, they are what they are. Another .223 rifle on the market. But when the prices dropped down to $1,500 or less, I decided to pick one up to have something new to play with. And have to say we were both pleasantly pleased with how this thing performs. First and foremost, it has proven 100% reliable with both steel and brass. Even, you know, lower grade steel. It runs fine. It is very lightweight, but it's also very well balanced. The center of balance is right here towards the rear of the front grip area. And again, the only metal parts are this bolt group and the barrel. Now you would think, because of it being all polymer, it would bounce back and forth as the bolt reciprocated. But for whatever reason, it's very smooth. There's very little felt recoil and very little tipping. It just shoots really well. Real smooth gun all around. The trigger, at least on mine, is very nice. It has a very clean break. It's not at all heavy. I'd say 7 to 7.5 pounds, maybe 8 on the outside. But for a military stock polymer trigger, it's not bad. And it's real clean. It's not a lot of crunch. There's no take up to speak of. Just there it is. And there's no grit to it. For a polymer trigger, very impressed. Safety is just pretty standard AR-15 style. The bolt release when new is stiff. It's right here. But we've worked it in a bit. Still very stiff, but when there's a round in there, it's a little easier to drop. The mag releases here on the other side, and also has a third release down here you press up on. The third one's very stiff, but it's there as an emergency. The trigger guard is fixed. Again, this is all one piece. All in all, I'd say the goods about it. It's plenty accurate for its size and class. It shoots very well, has a very nice trigger. It is truly ambidextrous, including the charging handle. The only thing that's not swappable is this folding stock, but that shouldn't, since it's just for storage, get in the way of a left-handed shooter. And it comes with a few accessories, and it's priced cheaper than, say, a Galil Ace or a Tavor or a SIG 556X. It's priced about right at the 15 or less price point, brand new. Now, every gun has its downsides, and I'd say this one, the sights are big and, very plasticky. They work fine, but they're not as aesthetically appealing as they could be. So there's that. It does heat up in rapid firing. It's already cooled down now, so it heats up rather quick, but it also cools rather quick. That's nice. Probably my biggest complaint is this small charging handle. I understand why they had to do it, so it could flip around and go through the ejection port. It's not a huge port, so it has to flip through there and come out the other side. But still, it is a small metal sharp handle. If they had rubber coated it, that would have been nice, I think. But it's not a big deal because you only have to charge the weapon once, and then during mag swaps you can drop it with the mag release. The hinge part of the stock I like. It's sturdy, very little play, easy to use. The butt plate part, I'm kind of cold on. It's okay, but this back here is checkered plastic polymer, not rubber. I wish the butt plate were rubber, and I wish it were concave, not convex. I understand why they did it convex for grenade launching purposes in the military, but I just wish it were at least rubberized because, I don't know, it feels it's kind of hollowy. I just think it would feel better at both against your shoulder during shooting and also just handling the weapon. Just personal little things to try to be fair. Another thing some people might gripe about, doesn't really bother me because I think the pistol grip's fine, but it is part of this lower housing, as is the trigger guard, so you can't put other pistol grips and trigger guards on it without swapping out the entire thing. Of course, the flip side to that, if they ever make a 300 blackout or 7.62 conversion, you just take this piece off and take the barrel out and the bolt out if you need to, and it is ready for conversion. Disassembly is very easy. I'm not going to do it out here, but essentially all you do is fold this, press in here on this lower, it comes off, it's kind of notched in, and then you just take your bolt out the back while flipping this forward, and that's pretty much it. This takes the spring out from the back here, you just press in. So this assembly is easy, the lower comes apart easy, no tools required. I would say this is a very nice modern rifle. It is not revolutionary in any way, but it does a lot of things very well. It took lessons from previous guns such as the SCAR, the G36, and improved upon or copied them at the very least. It is reliable. It should make a good field weapon as the AR160 or ARX160 just because it is light and dependable. As a civilian gun, it's definitely would be a good backpacking type gun. There's not much to rust on it. The barrel and the bolt have a nice finish that's smooth yet very rust resistant and easy to clean. I mean, you can just pop the whole barrel out if it gets very dirty, which makes cleaning a breeze. So it shouldn't weather too badly. And again, it is easy to shoot, light on the recoil, so it'd be easy for anyone to fire, I would think. But you don't see many videos out here on this gun, and I just wanted to give a heads up about it. It has proven to be kind of a sleeper, and it's one that I wasn't expecting a whole lot out of, but am very favorably impressed with. So yeah, just thought we'd share it today. It's the last gun we're shooting, and it's a nice way to end the day. And if you interested, check these out more online. They're definitely worth giving a look. Thanks for tuning in.